Hi, welcome to our first video. My name's Chaz. We are looking at what I would call lifestyle coaching, and with the emphasis of doing that online. And the basic underpinning for that for us is behavior or habit change. And a lot of people walk into our business with a set of goals, stuff they'd like to work on. This is good because you've made the first decision, but the next decision is, how are you going to work on these goals and what is going to bring you the success that you're looking for? So what we do with people is we examine their goals, and then we step back and look at the bigger picture maybe, and to see if that the goals are realistic. Now, a lot of people come in and they've never trained before, and they just want to throw themselves into I'm going to work myself like crazy in the gym and hope for the best. It can be a little bit random to do that. What we like to do is look at a bigger picture where we look at the goal and then start splitting it down into more component parts, exercise being one of them, of course, assuming that that's part of the goal. But what we're looking to do more of is identify where you are right now and give you some ideas on the best way to move forward. You may want to lose weight, but you're very time challenged, or you may want to feel less tired, and you're still stuck going to bed 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning and having a poor night's sleep. So we look to break down the component parts of what you're trying to do and then work on these habits one at a time. And we basically work looking at maybe getting that first domino knocked over. So what is the first thing that we can achieve with a client who is maybe struggling with various aspects? And the usual aspects that we see are things like time management. They're getting pulled all over the place. They're working too many hours, which is knocking out their ability to do exercise. They are eating less than optimal. They are sleeping less than optimal. And they basically have a set of priorities which are here and the goals are over here, but the behavior in the middle isn't matching the goals. And so you have a kind of behavioral gap between the knowledge of knowing what you want to do and knowing that exercise is good for you, and then finding the time to achieve that particular goal or situation. So what we do is then we manage this into a coaching situation where we set people some targets, not too hard, but some targets for a week, and assess whether they're capable, or they think that they're capable of achieving maybe 80% of success with some goals for a week. And then we come back and we refigure out whether those goals are working for people. And we try to set what we call realistic goals. And it's like, if you're not eating any vegetables now, you're not going to suddenly start eating 5 a day for the next 7 days. So we break it into little component parts, and we just say, let's go to 1 vegetable a day, 2 vegetables a day, or whatever, and see, like a little experiment, see what happens at the end of that week. And we agree these goals with the person. The kind of person leads that themselves. So it's their kind of target. And we just kind of coach the outcomes or coach the experiment. So today's like kind of little rambling chat here is a little bit about the process of how we move people from one stage to another in a gentle manner, setting realistic goals and expectations, and then monitoring those goals over a period of time, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks even, to see how the person is doing. And if they're struggling with the goal, we reevaluate maybe and scale down the size of the goal, or scale down the frequency of the goal. So instead of eating 5 vegetables a day, it's maybe we scale it down to 2 vegetables a day. And then if that's too much of an issue, 2 every other day. And you kind of play with the variables. At the end of 2, 3, 4 weeks, we come back and then we talk through how that's gone for the client over the course of the week and take on the adjustments needed to stay committed to those goals long term. So that's kind of how we operate, sort of like the one habit at a time goal setting situation. And that's basically the philosophy of sort of step one with a client. So thank you for listening. Chaz Spear at Athletica, and have great days. Thank you, people.